Welcome back to News at Noon on ABC 36 News Now.
Hey friends, welcome back in. If you were a science fiction fan in the 1970s, there was one TV show that got you from Star Trek reruns in the early 70s to Star Wars in 77. And what was between the two was a British-produced TV show in 1975 called Space 1999 about living in space 25 years in the oh-so-close future of 1999. Now, it didn't last long, this show, but what it gave us has captured imaginations for the past 50 years. It was the spaceship, the shuttlecraft. It's called the Eagle, and it continues to inspire scientists and astronauts and filmmakers around the world.
That's right. And with us now, all the way from his Future Dude production company's home base in Minneapolis, is filmmaker Jeffrey Morris to talk about his new documentary film, The Eagle Obsession. Jeffrey, thank you so much for coming all the way here to come see us.
Absolutely. It's honor's mine.
Oh, well, you know what? Okay, so first of all, we have to talk about this. Why are so many people obsessed with, and including yourself, Doug, a lot of folks out there are obsessed with the Space 1999 Eagle.
I don't, you know, it's an amazing thing. It's something that I picked up on when I was a child.
Yeah.
And I kept meeting people over the years, all around the world, different walks of life. They all remembered this ship. Some of them didn't even remember the TV show, but they remembered the ship.
Right.
They would talk about it.
How crazy
is
that?
And there's something about the design, and I think for me, it really had to do with its lineage. It felt connected to the real technology that was happening that NASA was using
the Apollo
at the time.
missions.
The Apollo missions, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No doubt. And Jeffrey, I love your film. And in this documentary, you interview some of the stars of the show. Barbara Bain, Nick Tate, who was the pilot of the Eagle spaceship. But you also got to spend some time with a good buddy of ours in an adopted Kentuckian, William Shatner, who really got the ball rolling for guys like you and me with Star Trek in the late 60s, early 70s.
For sure. Shatner was an incredible addition. I didn't feel like I could tell the story. The Eagle Obsession is about more than just Space 1999, the Eagle. It's about how science fiction and the real space exploration at the time inspired so many of us in our generation.
Absolutely.
You know, so I felt like I would be remiss not talking about Star Trek as part of this journey.
Right.
So we had this incredible opportunity to connect with William Shatner, and also we were on actually a recreation of the sets from the original Star Trek. It was amazing. It was amazing. Have you been there?
No, I haven't, but it's on my list.
It's definitely on the bucket list for him.
You got to check it out. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Wow. And you know what I love too about this, Jeffrey, is how you've introduced it to school children that didn't watch the original series, knew nothing about it, but it gets them dreaming about space travel too. That is so awesome.
Oh, thank you. I mean, one of the things that well, first up, I wanted to prove that this was more than just a thing for us as children.
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if it would resonate with young people today. And so once I got together with these fifth graders from an aerospace magnet in Minnesota, and I introduced them to it, and they just ate it up. They had to figure out how they build a real one, and then they all gave a presentation, and you get to see that in the film.
They took it and ran with it. We saw some of the clips there. But Jeffrey, as you mentioned, there's bigger topics here. Shows like Star Trek, Space 1999, they showed us a world we wanted to live in. And especially for Space 1999, a world that we were going to live in.
Yes.
But in a lot of ways, and you mentioned this in the film, we didn't quite make it. We're not quite there. It's a work in progress, we hope.
Yes. Well, I think there's still a chance, right, that we could achieve it. I think the main thing is to bring it back out to the fore, so that people can go, wait a minute, there was a future out there.
And
you know, I think people are kind of stuck in the now these days, and dreaming of the future is part of what motivates us to build a better tomorrow. So that's
You know, another theme that meant a lot to me, just like you, I shared this show with my dad. We built the models, we watched the show every week together in Cincinnati on the local affiliate there. But so for me, it's family too. And it's about fathers hoping that their kids will build a better future for themselves.
You know, it's interesting. We were talking earlier about collecting these vehicles and everything, having them from childhood. I actually had mine still intact, and I actually let my boys play with them when they were small.
Oh, very cool.
And so we watched those shows and everything. I introduced my kids to those old shows. And it really, they took to it. It was really neat. You know, so just like our fathers did with us.
That's really cool.
So how can people see this film?
Well, so right now we're targeting the Toronto Film Festival for the debut of the film, and so that'll be kind of the first big public showing of it, hopefully. Then after that, we're going to be in a number of film festivals.
Okay.
And then our target is to be on something like a Netflix or an HBO. We hope the quality will allow us to get there.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
That's our plan.
Well,
So,
it
yeah.
definitely resonates with me. I know it will with a lot of people. So it's called The Eagle Obsession. Jeffrey, what's the best way that our viewers can start following you and Future Dude Entertainment?
Absolutely. So the documentary itself, eagledocumentary.com, is a fantastic place to hear all about what we're doing. You can see the whole production, backstory, the whole thing. And then also futuredude.com is where you can learn about me, my career, the projects we're developing, that sort of thing.
That's
wonderful.
awesome.
Yeah, Jeffrey,
that's
thank
great.
you so much for coming in to see us
Absolutely.
today.
Really appreciate it.
This means a lot.
Thank
Good to
you.
see you, sir.
Thank you.
Back after this. Stick around.